It was the first delivery of the 18th over bowled by the Afghanistan captain Rashid Khan. The plan was straightforward. Bowl as closely as possible to Nichalos Pooran. Do not allow him any opportunity to freeze arm. It was a stark leg break from the Afghanistan captain. It was well executed. Pooran swung at it, misses, and everyone went back to their field. No one was expecting Rashid Khan to do what he did next. Just as everyone was expecting the second delivery, Khan decided to heist Pooran. He went for the review. The ball was clearly missing. What followed was mayhem, carnage, savagery. It was massacre. As Pooran proceeded to hit the next 5 deliveries for 6, 4, 6, 2, and 6. He started the 18th over on 60, but by the end of the 18th over, he was on 84 and a century was in sight. Rashid Khan will live with this decision for the rest of his life. He will not forget it, and his teammates are not very happy. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cricket Forum. I am happy that you are here. I really appreciate your company. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button, and always remember to support the channel. The link is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and it is also in the video description. This match will be talked about much more, not for the West Indies win, but it will be talked about for Nichalos Pooran missing out on a century. Having started the 20th over, he hit one ball for 6. He then hit another ball for 6 and was on 97 with 3 deliveries remaining in the over. The 4th delivery was hit hard to the cover boundary. Omarzai ran around to his left. He sent the return in. It was a direct hit from the boundary, and Pooran was found short, going back for the second run that would have taken him to 99. It was a heartbreak for most West Indian fans. In hindsight, many would question whether he should have gone for that singer or not, but eyesight is 2020. I was not on commentary at the time. Andre was on commentary, but all of those who were in the media hub, I asked the question, what should Pooran do if he got a singer? I still do not know the answer for that question on the moment. But as I said, hindsight is 2020. And I believe, on Wednesday, we heard Shepherd said, we always have more time than we thought. I've heard Dhoni said the same thing, that former Indian captain. I've heard Owen Morgan from England said the same thing. And maybe, just maybe, and I'm not saying that I have the answer because I still don't know what I would do, but just maybe, Pooran should depend on Russell to get him back on strike for the final delivery. Take the singer, go to 98. Russell would have faced the 5th delivery. They should have a talk, and he should say, get me back on strike. But that is hindsight. That is 2020 vision. Maybe also it was the right thing to happen, because what would we have to talk about this morning? The match would probably be so boring. But that run out, and I hope persons have the maturity and understanding, the intellectual capacity to understand what I'm saying, and don't interpret what I'm not saying, and don't infer what I'm not saying. Pooran getting run out last night is definitely going to talk about for hours, days, weeks, months, and years to come. It will sell more drinks in the bars and in the sports bars and the pubs and the hotel. It will give us something to talk about. For who knows what decision you would have made or I would have made if we were the one batting. It's just cricket. And that's what makes it such a beautiful game. In hindsight, we are all expert. But on the occasion, at that specific occasion, what would we do? But Pooran was asked, what was his perspective on the West Indies innings? He said these words in answering to that question.
Yeah, I just felt like Johnson, Charles, and Brandon get us off to a good start, and it was important for us to capitalize on the power play. The last couple of games, different conditions, different wickets, and coming here to this venue here, we know that the conditions are good, and we as batsmen, we needed to obviously cash in. We can't say we have bad wickets in the Caribbean, and then when we get good wickets, we can't bat on it. So tonight was an opportunity for us to spend some time in the middle and get something.
Yes, so Pooran clearly saying there that was a good wicket. I don't know how many persons will agree with him that Charles and King get us off to a good start. The first wicket fell at 22. I don't know how many persons share that perspective. If 22 was a good start or it was a middling start, probably not a bad start, but probably not a good start. But it was somewhere in the middle. But Pooran was there saying that it got us off to a good start. Importantly, though, he made a very good point. He said that when we get good wickets, we have to capitalize on it. We cannot be complaining about bad wickets, and then when we get good wickets, we don't capitalize on them. And West Indies that did exactly that last night by capitalizing on a good wicket and scoring over 200 runs. It was a great performance from the West Indies team, and we appreciate it. But the question that I know that everyone wants to hear Pooran feedback on, it was a second question that was asked to him in the interview. And when he was asked about missing out on the century, this was Nichalos Pooran reply to the question of missing out on this.
Obviously got it a bit not to get that 100 today, but I believe that everything happens in the right time. Today wasn't the day for me to score that century, and I'm just really thankful that I could be out there batting for my team. It'll come in the right time.
Yes, so clearly, as anyone, he would be disappointed. He's only human being, so he was disappointed as any one of us. And I knew thousands or millions of his fans worldwide are gutted. But if you are gutted and you feel bad about Pooran missing out on the 100, just imagine how Pooran himself is feeling. He said it there. I am gutted. Just listen to him again. I am gutted.
Obviously gutted a bit not to get that 100 today, but I believe that everything happens in the right time today.
And he's philosophical about it, He's gutted, but he's philosophical about it. And he said, everything will happen in its right time. But clearly, the gentleman, the young man is saying that he is gutted by not making that 100. And I know that many scenarios would be going through Pooran's minds, many things of what probably he should have done differently. And that's just the nature of sport. We have to make decisions right away on the spot. And so he made the decision to come back for the second one. It did not work. If he had gone for that single and Russell was not able to get him back on strike, so for argument's sake, he took the single and said, Russell, get me back on strike. And Russell was unable to get him back on strike. Now, there will still be another argument. Why he didn't stay. So it's cricket. It's cricket, and that's what caused the argument. Now, in the middle of the West Indies innings, between over 7 and 10, we did slow down and score just around 5 runs per over, 5.25. And from 10 to 15, we scored at about 7 runs per over. Pooran was asked, were you paying too much respect to Noor Ahmed during that time? Why did you slow down so much? This is what Pooran respond to that question.
Obviously, Noor Ahmed has bowled well to me in the past as well, and some people might criticize me for not probably putting him under some pressure, but T20 is a game that obviously you have to be smart as well. You can't bat entire innings of 180 strike rate. It just doesn't work like that. I still feel like we have to play the game the right way and respect the game, respect the opposition as well. And tonight was one of the opportunities for me to respect the bowlers.
And I have nothing wrong with that answer from Pooran. You have to show respect to your opposition. They are also world-class cricketers. Your opposition is not playing in this World Cup because they don't deserve to be there. They deserve to be there. They practice their craft also. Pooran clearly stated that Noora Ahmed have got him out on a number of occasions in the past, and he decided that it was not going to happen. He clearly said you cannot expect a batsman to go at 180 strike rate right through their innings. It doesn't work like that. You have to understand. And we have been calling for this approach ever since Guyana. A number of persons said that we went too hard, too quickly in Trinidad. A number of persons said in Guyana, we never read the pitch the right way. Here was Pooran saying, although it was a good pitch, Noora Ahmed bowled well to me in the past, and I was going to be careful about him. It doesn't just goes like that where you put pressure on everybody. You have to be wise about it. And I have nothing, I respect that opinion from Pooran, and it was well said. He was also asked, Pooran was also asked about batting at number 3. And I deliberately cut out this clip to play it because a number of occasions in this community, persons saying that Hope should bat at 3, Pooran should bat at 5, and Pooran should open, Pooran should bat at number 6. This is what Pooran, when that question was put to Pooran, and he's answering a lot of our questions this morning, giving his ideas on it, giving his views, his perspective. And this is what Pooran said when he was asked about batting at number 3 for the West Indies. It was pointed out to him that in franchise cricket, he batted later, but for the West Indies, batting at number 3. This was Pooran's reply to that question.
One of the beauties about me is batting in different positions. This team requires me to bat at number 3, and I have the game. I have the game to play that role. Other teams, I bat at 4, I bat at 5s. And as I said before, I've worked extremely hard on my craft, batting in different positions. And at the end of the day, I'm a complete team guy. Whatever they require for me, I want to do it. At the end of the day, I want to win cricket games. And if I want to win cricket games, I have to do my job.
His answer is a very interesting one. I will bat where the team asks me to bat. I have worked on my game a lot. Now, a lot of persons going to say, since he has the game, then he should be batting at 4 or 5, and that someone else should bat at 3 is coming in too early. But the flip side of that, many persons believe that Pooran could be our most destructive batsman in the team. And if you want your most destructive batsman to face as many deliveries as possible, so there's also the flip side of it. But there's Pooran saying that I have the game. I have been working hard on my game. Whatsoever I achieve, it doesn't come by luck. It's because I'm working hard at my game. In the live chat last night, someone said that Omar Zai was lucky to have hit down the stump from the boundary. I pointed out then that yes, he was lucky, but he created that luck by practicing that many, many times, probably thousands of times. If he did not practice it, he could not have hit down the stump. Is there some luck in it? Yes, some luck was in it, but he created that luck. And Pooran is here saying, my performance is because of my hard work. I have the game, I have the flexibility. Wheresoever West Indies wants me to bat, I will bat. But right now, I am comfortable batting at 3. The final clip I want to play for you is Pooran's response when he was asked about traveling to the different islands and adjusting to the different pitches. This, of course, was asked by an Indian reporter. As you know, they are very pickish and they try to behave in this aloof way and think that we cannot get things right in the Caribbean. So when Pooran was asked, what about the team traveling from one country to another, adjusting to the pitches, as we will be playing our 3 Super 8 matches in 3 different venues. We'll be playing the first one in St. Lucia. Then on Thursday, we play, on Friday, we play in Barbados. And then on Sunday, we go to Antigua. This was what Pooran says when he was asked about the traveling to the different countries. And
playing our entire career on these pitches. We're not surprised that it's slow, it's low scoring. The reason why most of our averages are 25 and 20 is because we bat on pitches like this. But we know for a fact as a group, whenever we get good pitches, we are a very dangerous team, and that is an advantage to us.
Yeah. So there was Pooran putting that reporter from India in his place. He said that we're used to these pitches. These are the pitches that we have been playing on all our life. All our lives we have been playing on these pitches. So it doesn't matter. We know how to bat on these pitches. And these pitches, they are low, they are slow, they are fast. We have been adjusting to these pitches all our lives. And he made the point there that the reason why we are averaging 25 and such low total is definitely because of the pitches. Many persons will agree with that, some will not agree, but he did say it that that's the reason why we are averaging such low total. It's left to be seen who agree with it and who doesn't agree with it. But in that match, there were a number of records that were broken. I'm trying to find those records that were broken. I'm not seeing them now, but I'll come to your comment if I find them throughout the day, or sometime I will bring up the records that were broken. But in that match, there are a number of records. Wow, there's a lot of comments in the chat. Let me go to your comments at it. It will be very interesting to see what happened come on Wednesday. At last, Glenn Cameron saying, at last, I have preached the left arm variety in pace attack before the World Cup began. Okay, so you are saying now that you are happy that McCoy played. And he took 3 wickets last night. He bowled well. But also, Johnson Charles took 2 catches last night. And you may recall, I think it was Sunday, I was telling you that crowd in Trinidad, how they supported Johnson Charles after he dropped those catches. Last night, he took 2 catches and well done. And Tony is here saying that I have been saying we need hope in the team over and over. At least someone listened to me. Well, last night, Hope played and 25 from 17 deliveries was not a bad innings. It's going to be very interesting to see who is picked for that match on Wednesday. Very interesting. I'll definitely would like to be a fly on the wall. I'll come back later today to try and pick a playing 11 for that match. I will not entertain any playing 11 right now. I'll come back later and to look at that playing 11 and see what will happen. Christopher Bristol, big up to you, Christopher Bristol. Nice that you are here. This person is saying that no team has ever won the World Cup without dropping a game. Yes, we know that. We have discussed that a lot here. We have said it a lot here. We have said it even up to Sunday. So thank you for being here, but we are sure we are aware of that, and that is something. And importantly, and I think that person who is making that point is an Indian. Just for the name that came up, I do not know the name. But I think he's putting forward the point that because West Indies has not lost any match yet, they are going to lose somewhere along the line. But we can say the same thing for India, and we can say the same thing for Australia. So it is going to be very interesting to see what happened. But we are fully aware. Good morning, Mr. Casanova is saying, finally Pooran came to the party. Months of not performing in T20. He did well last night. He did well. Sad he missed out on his first century. Yes, we are disappointed that he missed out. Lansley Blake, how are you, man? Good morning. You are always checking in with the family. Glad that you are here. Now West Indies must become the first team to win the T20 World Cup without losing a match. Not necessarily Lansley Blake. We can lose one in the Super 8 and still go through, because there will be 2 teams that will be going through from this Super 8. And it probably will come down to net run rate if we lose a match, but we can still go through without winning all 3 matches. I would definitely like us to go through. I want us to go through. I need us to go through. There's such a good vibes in the Caribbean. There's such a good vibes in the region when we are playing well. Toronto is saying West Indies cricket champion. Yes, yes, yes. That is so true. West Indies cricket champion. We say that the law of average catches up, but as I made the point, it will catch it up with Australia too, and it will catch up with India also. So we must not just single out the West Indies. You know, Jamor Sumal is saying that, good morning, sir. Congrats for the win. Thank you very much. Donald Popper, big up to you also. Respect, good to have you here. Yeah. And Rahman Powell is an excellent skipper. No, I'm not too sure India will even make it to the semi-final, you know. So, you know, let's see what will happen. Mikel, he took a risk, but he also want to maximize the last 2 deliveries. You can't ask Andre Russell to get a single when it's only 2 deliveries leave. 2 last delivery have to be 2 boundaries. I got that point too, in the interest of the team. Probably Russell should not be looking a single if he was on strike, but should be looking to maximize those 2 deliveries. So that's also another good point too. You have to look at the interests of the team first as a collective rather than that of the individual. Good point, Michael Douglas. Good morning, Ron Perry. Nice that you are here. And Alois Edwards. Aloysius Edwards. I hope I got Esnard. India can't win anything outside of India. The last time India won anything was, I think, was in 2011, and it was in India. So outside of India, they are not really a threat. They can only win when they are in India. Athena is saying, what a throw by Omar Zai. Indeed, it was an excellent throw. I made a point, without practicing these throws, you cannot do them. You would have spent many, many hours practicing those throws to get it in. It just did not happen like that. It was luck, of course, but he made that luck. Good afternoon. I came late, but what a great victory. We got to find a place for hope. His shot were very technical. Okay, so there's Kervel George saying that we have to find a place for hope. It will be very interesting. And I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to come up with a playing 11. You know, it's such a pity. It's such a pity West Indies play around with Pooran talent for a number. Well, he played well last night. You know, we need to keep it positive. It's time for the pessimism to go throughout the window. It's time for the blame game to go throughout the window. We have 5 matches to win a World Cup. And we must remain motivated, must remain focused. It's no blame game now and bringing up things from the past. It's full steam ahead towards winning the World Cup. And so I say, Australia and India commentators are terrible biased against West Indies. England commentators are very mature and loving. Okay, thank you for giving your views. The legendary Juna Benjamin is saying, us display means Chase could be in trouble. What do you think? I will give my opinion later. The legendary Juna Benjamin, yes, I'll definitely give my I bet you someone else will step up tomorrow. Steve, good point. Very, very good point. And those are the things that we are looking forward to. Different players stepping up. Farrell Francis is saying, good morning, everyone. Congratulations, West Indies job. Well done. We are so happy. It's a good feeling in the Caribbean, a very good feeling. And we are disappointed, of course, that Pooran missed out on the century, but we are happy today. And we must congratulate that crowd. Pooran spoke about it in his interview, how wonderful the crowd in St. Lucia was. And we must say congratulations to them. And we're expecting the people of St. Lucia to turn out again tomorrow night. as we cheer on the West Indies against England. Thank you all for being here. It was a pleasure having you. Have a great day now. It was a long night last night. We'll be back later. And so I thank you very much. We just have to keep this one very short. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.